big meme of it, at least with the McCarthy or the McCarthyist era, is that the vast majority of the people who were accused had actually nothing to do with communist influence or whatever the fuck. Most of them were like loose progressives. Like some of them, for example, were known to be like LGBT, or some of them were known to be kind of more like, active in the feminist movements of the
like blacks are humans.
Fucking exactly. Or yes, that one of the things was like one of the things that would put you up for suspicion is having too many quote unquote colored friends, which I didn't like that. America's just one big fucking.
It must have been even more difficult for racists back then, because then they couldn't say, "Oh man, I'm not racist. I have a black friend." Because if you say I have a black friend, then you're a fucking commie, motherfucker.
I'm not racist, but I don't have any black friends.
No,
internal the program debate. The Mandela Effect exists. It is true. We are being lied to. For some reason, the supreme world government is altering tiny things on the game boxes and on the cereal boxes, and like they made the Mona Lisa smile instead of be serious in the picture. Which, by the way,
dude,
she's serious. She's smiling in the picture. She's not serious. Like the Mona Lisa. I always
it's a white people smile. It's the waiter smile. Like, it's like, oh, like, can I get the check? Like, it's like one of those. Which is the weirdest thing, by the way. Only in maybe it's not fair to say only Americans do this. Probably a lot of like Western Europeans also do this. But only people of that particular heritage will come to your country, usually as soldiers. And then when they see you, they'll do the waiter smile, or no, the asking for a waiter smile. You know when you kind of like roll your lips into your teeth. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, motherfucker, how are you uncomfortable in this situation? You're in my fucking country. Leave. You can get the fuck out of here. In fact, that's your long. Oh my lord. Anyways,
that's so funny.
Oh jeez.
They did a lot of research on cats recently, super switching topic, but on cats' brains recently.
Oh, yeah?
And to all you dog-loving motherfuckers, cats absolutely do like their owner. They can remember who their owner is. They have their own name. They understand when objects are moved around in a space. They don't think, this box disappeared only because it's not where it previously found it. Yes, they have object permanence, bravo. And they can absolutely be taught to follow strict disciplinary actions, but they just need to be taught in a different way than a suck-up dog would need to be taught through.
Beyond based.
Cat team, motherfucker. Actually, Hakeem, cat person or dog person?
I am definitely a cat person, but I don't like dogs.
Exactly same. I love dogs.
Yeah.
I love dogs. But if somebody gave me a gun and was like, shoot this cat or shoot this dog, I would shoot myself.
That cat would be gone. I tell you what. You gave me.
Then I shoot JT with that fucking bullet.
Yeah. What? Dude, yeah. JT has dogs, so he puts himself
dogs.
in that.
I am.
It's like
an
unknown cat versus the people. The people. Oh Jesus. The animals that he sleeps with. Probably. Do you do that?
I thought you were a man of superior quality, but
here's the thing. I love all animals. They're amazing. In a different life, I was like some kind of animal worker. But I am very, very allergic to cats, so I can't be around them, which is very sad.
I was just gonna say, JT, I just imagined you as when you're like when there's like a kids party and you want to bring like lizards for them to touch, and you're the guy who wears the short cargo pants that are like the beige and the hat with the fucking puka shells around. Yeah. I imagined you as that, and the image is like it's beautiful.
Very wholesome, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, I can imagine that. Oh, that's. Operation Unthinkable. This is something that most people have probably heard of. So basically, after the victory in the European theater in World War II, Nazi Germany was defeated, and basically the Western powers, the Allied powers that aside from the Soviet Union, were like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We are gonna invade the Soviet Union, or like the Soviet area of operations right now, and then invade, continue to invade into the Soviet Union. We're going to reorganize the Nazi military to fight for us. We might even bring in nukes. And this was the brilliant idea of that fat fuck. What's his name?
Winston Churchill.
Exactly right. By the way, it's not that he was fat. It's just there's more oomph when you say he's a fat fuck, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who, there are plenty of people who are more heavier set gentlemen, but were beyond based. Okay.
Yeah.
But this guy is the pinnacle of the piece of like in piece of shit grading. He's
a fat fuck.
Bulldog
looking ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Why does it matter that the Indians are dying of famine? They breed like rabbits anyways.
Yeah,
Fucking piece of shit.
He also called Mussolini the greatest living lawgiver among men. He's
do you know?
Not the best taste.
Yeah, dude, he praised Hitler. The entire meme is that it's us fucking inbred fucking Anglo-Saxons that are the that are the fucking superior race, not those Germanics. It's fucking crock of shit. Anyways, it was his brainchild, or brain diarrhea more like. And the victory of the Labour Party in the 45 election was basically the thing that shelved this plan. But if he was brought back into power, who knows where the fuck it would have went. Basically World War III. And they were planning on doing this, by the way, in July of 1945. Yeah. So literally like
they didn't waste any time.
Yeah, they basically completely stupid. And by the way, there are very detailed plans that were developed for this and all that. But they also looked at the sheer might of the Soviet and Soviet allied military forces, the ones that are built by the fucking actual labor of a liberated working class. And they're like, you know what, they're better than us in like every possible way, but we can take them.
Yeah.
and when you look at like the actual like numbers of it, the only thing that the Allied forces had more than the Soviets was strategic aircraft. Not even total aircraft, by the way, just several strategic aircraft models that they had more. But when it comes to basically everything else, they were dog shit in comparison. And also with troop morale and also troop experience, they were not doing much better in that regard either. The next entry is Orwell's Homage to Catalonia, which is a it's a thoroughly mediocre work by a snitch.
I hate to tell you that word is homage, and it is French.
Okay, I don't care. Again,
what did I say? Make your eggs
JT, please. JT, please. What is say the sentence?
French is a waste of time.
There you go. Thank you.
How would you like your eggs? I would like them homage. That's what homage sounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly right.
You're thinking omelette du fromage.
I suck my dick. I know. I saw it coming from a mile away, and I still let this motherfucker go there.
Anyways, Orwell was a cop, a snitch, racist, a rapist, and just a generally piece of fucking shit. So you don't even dignify your mouth by uttering his shitty fucking name. He's
everyone's father.
Yeah, and my God, in the lists that he would give into the secret police in Britain, he would like write down next to the names of African Americans, for example, or like African people of African origin, and he'd be like, like racial subversive, or next to some other people who would be like possible homosexual question mark. Like, he's one of those. These are, and by the way, the lists are online. He's a piece of shit, and all his work has been basically subsidized and reprinted for the past fucking 70 years, 80 years. By the CIA directly. This is, by the way, this is a known truth. This is not like a conspiracy theory. Everybody knows about this. This isn't hard to verify.
Yeah.
And this particular book, he basically talks about his trip to join the internationalist forces in Spain, in which he basically talks about scratching his balls, being bored, being horny, and some racist shit against Spaniards, like, oh, they're so fucking lazy and they don't want to fucking work and they don't want to, it's just like this shit. Which, by the way, dude, you were a cop in Burma, cracking skulls of native people there, and then afterwards you were some bullshit writer that have never the ink was wasted when it wept tears of fucking blood when it was you that was purchasing it, you fucking piece of shit.
Roasted.
But yeah, some people like the narrative structure, like, oh, it's fun to read. There are far better books to read if you're interested. There are even far better diaries on the Spanish Civil War. One of my favorite parts, by the way, about the book, for people who haven't read it, is he goes and he shows up in Spain and he's like, there's all these like political factions. I didn't know there were so many political factions. I'm like, you're in a civil war, my man. All right. What the fuck? What do you, oh no, it's going to be the reds and the whites. Like, no. I will not dignify it with any more of an answer. Do you guys have anything to add?
No. Well said.
The next one is one that I don't even know why it's here. Notch voted for the Pirate Party. Notch is the guy who made Minecraft, and he votes for the fucking Pirate Party. Who gives a shit?
Fun fact, he was one of the first patrons to my channel way back in the day. Yeah.
What the fuck, bitch? Seriously?
All right.
Yeah, but he's also a piece of shit, so it's not that great.
Yeah, but still, hey, you got.
It was weird, yeah. He sent me an email. It's like, hey, this is Marcus person. I'm Notch. I really like your stuff. Keep it up. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then he turned out to be like a misogynist freak. So, oh well.
Got him.
Big oof.
Yeah.
But, basically, yeah, you charity, but it should be 2.5% on wealth. There's a lot more on it. The Wikipedia page is actually very decent on it. So Zakat, Z-A-K-A-T, if you're interested.
I heard that, Z. Yes. Yes, American Hakeem.
No. I'm hanging out around you too much.
Yes.
That's something actually I never understood when you do the ABCD song, right? I always, I learned it X, Y, Z, you know? But Americans say XYZ, and I'm like, it doesn't. There's no end. There's no like blunt, like whatever.
Well, you don't call T Ted, do you?
You know what? I am too tired to to rebuke that point. But there must be some failure in your logic. I just can't find it right now.
A bed said dead.
Hey, that sounds almost Semitic. All right.
Did somebody say Semitic? Because I am anti.
Oh fuck! Oh Jesus Christ! I physically cannot be. I'm a Semite myself. Oh, before some fucking white guy in New Jersey is like, actually, fucking shut up. Anyways,
actually, common quote by first people in New Jersey. Oh yeah,
no. Is one of these fucking free market reason.com fucking websites.
I love that website. Yeah. Oh my god, it's my favorite fucking website. Whenever I'm bored, I just buy some sandwichki and I open this fucking website. Dude, this is like Netflix on steroids. They come up with the greatest fucking lines ever. So yes, please inform us. What is Bernie Sanders? Don't need 23 choices of deodorant, 18 choices of sneakers when kids are going hungry. Oh, actually, great critique of overproduction.
Look, actually, I'll get into it. It's actually, he makes a good point. But two things. Number one, I've always noticed this when they use pictures of Bernie. They want to use the most, I hate to use this word, but quote unquote, most Jewy, quote unquote, picture of him, which is so fucking, like, we want to talk about being anti-Semitic. This is anti-Semitic. I've never understood, like, the guy clearly, like, he's an old man, so he doesn't know, he doesn't know his angles, I don't think, right? But my favorite thing is that they use the worst possible picture of him, and then they put it twice. They have one which is like low res and blown out, and then one which is very small in the corner. I don't know why. But yeah, it's again, it always feels very racist that they do it, which is probably intentional. Most of these people are generally anti-Semitic. They say that
works on Hakeem. He's like, man, this guy looks too much like a fucking Jew.
No, I'm saying that's their usage. By the way, I've used. I've seen you've seen the old 4chan meme where it's again a very racist depiction of a Jewish man with his hands together, and I've seen the same picture, this image of Bernie, but they kind of edited it over. Yeah, and this was a thing that you'd seen like 2015 or something. Yeah. I'm done. The fucking libertarians, American libertarians, make me stop believing that human beings are intelligent species.
Yeah, they're arguably more cringe than even fascists, man. It's
genuinely
fucking wild.
Like,
well, their debates always devolve into "I have the right to sell my child." God damn it!
Oh my god! The only right they have is.
Don't make me believe it.